Can you imagine never sleeping again? For most of us, a single sleepless night is a nightmare. Go 3 days without sleep and your body starts to shut down. But what if I told you about a man who didn't sleep for 40 years and was perfectly healthy? This is the baffling true story of Paul Kern, the man who lived a life without night. It all started in 1915. On the brutal battlefields of World War I, Paul Kern was a Hungarian shock trooper, an elite soldier in the thick of the fighting. During one intense clash, a Russian bullet found its mark, tore through his right temple, piercing his skull and destroying a significant part of his frontal lobe. The injury should have been fatal. Against all odds, he survived. He was rushed to Lemberg Hospital, where surgeons performed a miraculous operation to save his life. When Paul finally opened his eyes, the world seemed the same, but something inside him had fundamentally, irreversibly changed. He felt fine, a little groggy maybe, but okay. Days passed, and then weeks. The nurses and doctors noticed something bizarre. Paul Kern never went to sleep. Not for a nap, not for a moment. He was always awake. The part of his brain responsible for triggering the very need for sleep had been obliterated by the bullet. It was simply gone. This defied everything known to medical science. Humans need sleep to repair cells, consolidate memories, and essentially reset the brain. Without it, we descend into madness and organ failure. Yet Paul Kern was the living exception. For the next 40 years, he existed in a state of permanent wakefulness. He didn't feel tired. His mind remained sharp, his memory intact. His physical health was excellent. He became a global phenomenon, a walking medical mystery. The world's top neurologists and scientists flocked to study him. They ran every test imaginable, scanned his brain, and monitored him for days on end. Their conclusion was always the same. They had absolutely no idea how he was still alive, let alone thriving. Think about what that life must have been like. While everyone else surrendered to the quiet of the night, Paul's day just continued. He lived in a silent, permanent twilight. He got a job working in the pensions department, a normal life by day. But when his colleagues went home to their families and their beds, Paul's second life began. He would spend his nights in quiet coffee houses, reading countless books by the soft glow of a lamplight, or simply walking the empty streets of his town. He once told a reporter that the only discomfort he ever felt was a slight headache if he didn't close his eyes and rest them for a few minutes each day. But he was never ever unconscious. He was always aware, always present. Paul Kern lived a life that was, in a way, twice as long as anyone else's. He never lost a third of his existence to the void of sleep. He experienced every single minute of his 71 years on Earth. He finally passed away in 1955, leaving the scientific community just as baffled as the day he first woke up in that hospital. Of course, there are theories. Some skeptics believe he must have been experiencing micro-sleeps, tiny, fleeting moments of unconsciousness, just seconds long, that gave his brain the bare minimum rest it needed to function. He wouldn't even have been aware of them. Another theory suggests the bullet, being white-hot from its flight, instantly cauterized the wound in his brain, sealing off blood vessels and preventing a fatal hemorrhage while precisely destroying the sleep center. We may never know the true reason behind Paul Kern's incredible condition. Is he a medical miracle, or was his brain cleverly tricking him and everyone else? Whatever the explanation, his story remains one of the most fascinating and chilling medical cases in history. He was the man who cheated sleep, the man for whom the sun, in a sense, never truly set. What do you think was happening inside his brain? Let me know your theories down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this incredible story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more dives into the unexplained.